We're counting down the top 10 worst tornadoes. We started with Reno, Oklahoma in 2013, followed with the Super Tuesday outbreak in 2008. At number 8 is the 99 Moore, Oklahoma monster. 7 saw the strongest twister ever to hit New England. 6, the 1936 Gainesville, Georgia killer. At 5, the prolific Palm Sunday outbreak. And number 4 killed 161 people in Joplin, Missouri. The tornado in Joplin cost $2.8 billion in damage, making it the costliest in U.S. history. While the physical damage was immediate and tragic, the emotional scarring was long-lasting. As you saw before the break, Karin was tremendously affected by it. Here's the rest of her story.
I would start panicking if I saw photos, videos, anything like that of tornado damage. We got our storm shelter installed. It really helped me to feel better. Mainly just knowing there was a safe spot to go to.
We had a tornado watch out, and I came home, and she was in the shelter, and she said that there was a tornado watch out. It took me 2 hours to convince her that the tornado watch for this area had been canceled.
They're all just sitting there staring at it.
Helped her get over this anxiety and fear by exposing her in light doses to the things that she was traumatized by. And we started out by pictures of things that happened in Joplin. After she would look at them, her anxiety level would start increasing, and she would become aware of it, and then we'd process a little bit and then let it relax.
I could actually deal with being around tornadoes and viewing pictures and videos of them and being around tornado damage. I may have watched about 200 tornado videos and 300 or 400 pictures of them. Get to where they're okay. I can live with them.
Karin even created a webpage to help others with this debilitating phobia.
I'm trying to be a support to people who are having similar problems and maybe need some ideas on how to deal with it.
I'm extremely proud of Karin for the fact that she works so hard, and also Karin has been real good at trying to help other people overcome the fear of tornadoes and storms.
It took an immense courage because I had, if you want to think about it this way, I had fallen all the way down to the bottom of a very high mountain. What it essentially takes is a desire to get out of it, to feel better. And I was tired of being afraid of going out when there's weather out there.
It's just amazing how powerful the mind can be. Up next on our countdown, an outbreak that included multiple EF5 tornadoes and was responsible for the deadliest tornado day since 1925. At number 3, the super outbreak of 2011.
Oh boy, we have a debris vault. Folks, please take cover immediately.
Right there, there's your funnel.
The damage is being done in Tuscaloosa. One of the worst tornado outbreaks in American history.
In late April, a record-breaking eruption of tornadoes tore through the South, leaving a deluge of death and devastation in its path.
That was it. We got out and everything was like this.
Not only were there an unprecedented number of tornadoes, up to 349 over 4 days, 10 of those were EF4s, and 4 were EF5s.
When the storms came up in radar, and I saw the hook echoes on supercell after supercell after supercell, I thought, oh my, some people are going to be in tremendous danger. And I just knew from looking at the radar that serious damage was being done, and people were probably going to lose their lives. Nothing you can do about it.
You start seeing that first tornado touch down, and then the next one. and then the next one, and they start coming rapid fire. When's it going to stop? How many are there going to be? How big are they going to be? How many towns are they going to wipe out?
On April 27th, around 5 p.m., an exceptionally large and destructive tornado struck Tuscaloosa, Alabama. 40 minutes later, the same tornado struck the suburbs of Birmingham.
One of the things that struck me on April 27, 2011 was how many debris balls were showing up on radar. Big quasi-circular areas that were there because it was debris that were being picked up by the tornadoes, enough that the radar beam was reflecting off that. I probably saw more that day than I had seen the entirety of my career prior to that.
There were 349 tornadoes, a record for a continuous outbreak, and part of a record 758 tornadoes reported in the month of April alone. The average is 234. Over 360 people died, the likes of what hasn't been seen since the 1930s.
There were 4 tornadoes in the 2011 super outbreak that were rated EF5. I flew one of the ones that was rated a high-end EF4, hit Tuscaloosa, looked at it from the air. It looked as if an army of bulldozers had just knocked down everything in the path of the tornadoes.
Still ahead, the worst 2 tornadoes in U.S. history, as determined by our experts. Which twister will be number 1? We conclude our countdown of the most destructive and deadly of all time.
This one was just a mammoth, and it was more like a truck tree that actually came out of the sky.